Hello guys, for today's video we're gonna look into the kipping handstand push-up. We're gonna zoom in on the tripod position with the hands, and we're gonna look into how to use the feet with the jump up. So let's jump into this video. So what we want with this movement is a violent hip extension accompanied by a upward pull. So before learning an exercise with a kip, it's pretty important that you're able to do it strict or without swing/momentum. And why is that? For one, it is pretty silly if you're only able to do a specific exercise with a lot of momentum or with a lot of body movement. But it's also very important that you have a safe barrier if you're in a dynamic movement and you need to be able to bail out, that you're able to do that. So if you do ring muscle ups, and we have not done a lot of strict ring dips in that really deep dipping position, you could end up having some really nasty injuries. So very, very important that we are able to actively use the right muscles with assistance of momentum or with assistance of other body parts, and that's why we use the kip. So if you're not able to do the strict handstand push-up, I would really recommend to use a barbell. And why is that? Because it's really easy to just add or lose some weights off of the bar. You see a lot of individuals scaling the handstand push-up by decreasing the range of motion. And in my opinion, this is a really weird way to scale the handstand push-up. Why not just do the full range of motion or even more using the bar? But now we are able to add weight or lose some plates, which is really easy if you do only body weight exercises, which is a good way to train, but it's a cheap way to train. We are not able to just get some fat off our body and then do the exercise again. So we have more options if we use weight training to try and improve our gymnastics. So don't think that you can only improve gymnastics by doing gymnastics. You can do a lot of weight training and have real benefits from it inside your gymnastics. So that being said, let's go to the wall. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna talk about is the negative part of the handstand push-up. And when we go down, we want to make sure that we go down into a tripod position or into a triangular position, forming the head and the hands. So when we look at a strict press with a bar, you'll see that when we go down, we do basically the same thing. We go with the barbell a little bit forward, the head goes a little bit back, and then we land the bar on the shoulders. So we're a little bit in front of our bodies, moving a little bit forward from our center of mass. But with the handstand push-up, it's basically the same, but a little more. So we go down and we get the hands in front, the head on the ab mat, to form a triangle position. What does this look like? Well, as you can see, we have the hands a little bit more off of the wall, and when we go down, we don't go straight down, we go down and move towards the wall with the upper body. So we don't go straight down and have the ears besides the upper arms, but the ears are behind the humerus. That's really important that you end up in a good position. If you fail to go into this position, so into this tripod position, it could be a difficult job to get back up again into your handstand push-up. So make sure that you've practiced the negative part, and you can even use them if you don't have weights near you. So you can use the negative part to train the positive one, so to train the concentric part of the exercise. So then we're in this headstand position. We have the head on the ab mat, the hands are in front of us so we can actually see them. And now when we go up, the first thing we do if we want to do kipping handstand push-ups is get the hips on the wall. So what we'll do is we'll get the hips backwards towards the wall, and then we pull the knees towards our chest or towards our elbows. So we're in this really flexed position, and from this position we aggressively jump up into a curvy motion. So what we are not going to do is jump away from the wall. What we're also not going to do is jump towards the wall. So we want to get the feet off of the wall for as long as possible, but we need to remember that it is only a rep when the feet are on the wall and the elbows are extended. The rep is the most easy when we have as much hip extension as we can and as explosive as possible, and when we press up, that we don't have the resistance from the wall. So if our feet are on the wall and we press up, we have more resistance from the wall due to the friction. So when looking at the handstand push-up, we need to recognize the positions that we're in. So when we're down and we have the head on the ab mat and we pull the knees towards the chest, we're in a hollow position. So the hips are flexed, the back is rounded, the abs are tight, and this is basically the hollow body position. Then when we go up, we first extend from the hips, we push the feet upwards, and now we're in an arched position. So it could be really helpful to be able to properly do the hollow body position and the arch position on the ground before you go to the wall, because they are the exact same positions that you're in over there, but now in a less dynamic setting, that you're able to properly engage the right muscles that aid in the kipping handstand push-up. So most individuals are afraid to land on the head. I would advise for those people to practice headstands. So to just start by getting the head on a ab mat, get the hands besides, and then practice the movement over there without the press upwards. So spend time inside that position so that you feel more confident when you're on the wall. What I also see a lot of times is that individuals are afraid to explosively jump up. The more you jump up, the easier it will become for the shoulders to press up. So we want an aggressive hip extension when we go up with the feet off of the wall, and then when we finish up the elbow extension, then the feet are on the wall. So guys, if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe on our channel, and I hope to see you next time with another movement breakdown video. Ciao!